Good morning everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Allie and I thought it'd be fun today to do my everyday makeup look. I haven't done this in a really long time and I feel like I've gotten a few new products over the last few months and my routine has changed slightly. It's still very minimal and simple. I usually can do it under 10, almost 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna walk you guys through today, show you all the products, everything like that, and I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Okay, so I already have cream and everything on my face, so we're good there. But the very first product I use, I am a ride or die for this product. I've used it probably the last 3 or 4 months every single day. I never go a day without using it. It is the Super Goop Glow Screen. It is probably the best stuff I've ever found, and I really like it too because it has like a sheer finish and a bit of like tinted, not like tinted moisturizer, but like kind of, as you can see, like it's has a tint to it, so it does feel like it gives you some coverage as well as a glow. So I really like it because some days I feel like I don't even have to put on any like foundation with it. So I love this product. It is the best thing ever. I highly recommend it, and I've had this bottle since like May or June and it's still going, so it lasts a long time. Just gonna rub that all in. And if you can see, it leaves a nice little glow to your skin. Next, I have been loving the MAC Studio Radiance Moisturizing and Illuminating Silky Primer. I got a little PR package from MAC a few months ago and I've just been really obsessed with them. They're one of the first makeup brands I used when I started doing makeup at like 13 or 14 because my mom's a huge fan, so I just would go there with her and buy product. But I love MAC. I've loved them for a very long time and I really like this primer. So I just put it basically all over. You don't need a lot, but it looks like this. I'll have everything linked below for reference, but yeah, I love it. It gives you a very like smooth and like soft complexion to start doing your makeup. Okay, so for concealer, this is my favorite new product. I know I just said that about Super Goop, but there is something about this product that I am so in love with. If there's one product you take away from this video, it will be this one. It is this new concealer from, and I always butcher the name, but it's like Jouer. I don't know if you can see that properly, but it is one of the nicest concealers I have ever used. It is so sheer. You just like push it up to the top, and you do not need a lot. That's one thing I've learned too. I just put it right under my eyes like this, and same on the other side, and then anywhere you have like blemishes or you want to conceal. But it is like one of the nicest concealers. It's not cakey, it doesn't look bad at all. Like a very like soft silky finish to it, and I'm obsessed with it. I'll show you how I blend it out and like how it looks. I just use a damp beauty blender, but honestly it's so pretty. I don't know if it's like picking it up, but you could just see like it's very sheer. It's not too high coverage, which I personally like, but I just love how the finish looks, and it's probably one of my new favorite concealers ever. Oh, I am in shade, I should tell you that, Custard. So yeah. My next product is the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Sheer Foundation. I just put this kind of anywhere. I didn't put the concealer. So a little on my cheeks and my forehead is basically all I really need. It's very thin, it doesn't have a lot of coverage, but I find it just kind of conceals like whatever you need to and just sort of like finishes off the base of your makeup. That is like my liquid base, and then just to finish off the foundation part, I go in with the MAC medium, in shade medium, mineralized skin finish natural powder, and I just take literally any brush and I just put it in anywhere I feel like I get oily or like really want the foundation to stick, I find putting powder over your foundation is like the key to getting it to last all day. So I highly recommend doing this if you don't do this. Oh, and now I realize I forgot to tell you the shade of the MAC Radiant Foundation. I don't know. This one says C1 A32. I will make sure I link the right shade. I don't know if that's the shade, but that's all I can see on it right now. Okay, and then the next thing I go into, and I always do next, is my bronzer. And for my bronzer, I think I've talked about this brand before, but if you are looking for a very good drugstore makeup brand that is affordable but is amazing, I highly recommend Physicians Formula. I have this palette I got at Target and it's so beautiful. I am obsessed with it. I use the bronzer every single day and it's probably one of the best bronzers I've ever used. So I go ahead and I just honestly put bronzer all over my face. I love bronzer and I'm not shy with it, so I feel like it just is what makes you look good and like what makes you all complete and together. If I was to be on like an island with only like one makeup product, it would be bronzer for sure. But yeah, I just put on my cheekbones, forehead, one of the most important parts, and I use like a massive fluffy brush just so I can blend it easily. Oh, my jawline. Behind the ears, always get back there. And then the last place is just like sort of the sides of my nose. And then when I do that, I kind of just bring it into like the bridge or like the crease, is that what it's called? Crease of your eye? I think so. Just bring it in there. So I just have a ton of bronzer all over my face. But yeah, that is how the bronzer looks. And then just for reference, it is the matte butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. Obviously you don't need the palette, that's just what mine is in, but I have gotten it in like the individual like little bronzer packs as well. And then for blush, I use my all-time favorite Nude Sticks. I use the Cherry Blossom Babe color, and this one, I've used a few of theirs. This one's probably my favorite shade. It's a nice pinky, very good for like summer especially, but I feel like it's also good going into like fall, like the transition time. But I just put a few dots on my cheekbones and my nose, and then I blend it out with a beauty blender, and I make sure I bring it like up my face sort of. Same on the other side. And then I sort of like set my blush, if that makes sense, but I go in after I do the cream blush. I go in with my palette again, and I take the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting blush, and then I just like obviously take the blush and I set it on top, and I feel like it just holds the cream product in, because sometimes I find, especially in summer, it won't be much of a problem in the fall, but like with cream products, because they are creamy, they like melt off or don't last as long. So that's why I like setting them with like the powder version. Okay, so that is the face products, and to finish off, I also got this product from MAC. It is the Whisper of Guilt Extra Dimension Skin Finish. It is like this really beautiful highlight, and I take that like giant brush I use everything for. I know it's probably not good to use the same brush for everything. I just do, and I always have, but whatever. I take it, I like swirl it in so I have like a lot of highlight, and then I really gently like brush the areas I want to glow. You can like see that glow. Is that crazy? Very lightly put that on sort of like the outer side of my eye, because the brush is so big. It gets the cheekbone, the like sort of temple area, and then like the bridge. Is that a bridge of your eyebrow? I don't know, whatever this is called, but like this area. But yeah, very shimmery, and then a little on my nose, forehead, like whatever's left on the brush. But yeah, that is that product. I love it. It's very, very beautiful. You can also take a smaller brush if you want like more defined highlight, but I like a little everywhere, so I just use a big brush. Okay, so we're done the face. Next, I'm gonna go into my eyebrows. I honestly do not fill them in. If I was going to like a big event or like a fancy outing and I wanted to fill them in, I use my NYX brush in the shade, I'm not sure, taupe, and one end is like the pencil, one end is the brush. Honestly, I don't really use it, so I'm not gonna do it, but I can even just brush through my brows. But the stuff I do use to properly brush through my brows and hold them in place is from Beauty Counter. And it is this really nice, simple brush applicator, a little clear gel, and I just brush them through, and I pretty much do them straight up. And I find my brows are pretty tamed. Like, I don't do a ton. I feel like they're pretty full and I don't really need to fix them. I'm also letting them grow out at the moment, that's why they're crazy. But yeah, I just brush them through, make sure they look good. And the thing I really like about this brow gel is it's one of the only brow gels I've come across that doesn't like harden and like look like crusty in your eyebrows, if that makes sense. So I really like this one from Beauty Counter. Next step is my eyes, and I do not do a lot with my eyes. A lot of the time I will just leave them as is, or I'll put like a little blush on them and like bronzer in the crease, blush on the lid. But if I am, again, going to an event or doing something a little more fun, I will take a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm using this little palette from, again, Physicians Formula, and I just take like that really dark brown shade, plop in my straight edge brush, and then I just sort of extend and make a really small little wing. And I smudge it out. It requires a lot of focus. The nice thing about doing it with eyeshadows, if you mess up, you can literally just wipe it away. But I basically just extend out that lash like that. Like, that is literally all I do, just to sort of give it that bit more definition. I'll do the same to the other side. Make them even. Trying to make them as even as possible. Okay, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I just put a little eyeshadow on the ends to create a tiny little wing. But yeah, that's all I do for like any eyeshadow or anything really on my eyes. And then I just go in with an eyelash curler and I curl my lashes. I used to never curl my lashes, and I actually don't know how I used to do that, because I find like it makes the biggest difference. And then for mascara, I have been loving the Benefits. They're real. I just have a tester size at the moment, but I mean, it hasn't run out yet, so I have been using it a whole bunch. But I like how simple it looks, and like, honestly, I feel like the less mascara is more, if you know what I mean. Like, I just really don't like clumpy mascara, so I honestly just put as little as possible, and I just put it on the top and the other eye. That's it for the eyes. And then last is the lips. Honestly, I do not do my lips. Well, like, I do them when I do my makeup, and then never again for the rest of the day, and it just comes off and I just leave them. But sometimes like I reapply balm. But when I do my lips, this is what I do. I take my Glossier Balm.com Rose lip balm. Looks like this. I love the Glossier's lip balm. They're coming to Sephora, if you didn't know that. I'm very excited. Canada included for my Canadian gals. But I just put a little on. I love how glossy it is. Like, it's such a pretty shimmer to it. I don't know, I just really like their stuff. So I put on a lip balm. You can use literally any lip balm. And then the next thing I do is I put on any pink lipstick. And the reason I like putting the balm on first is because it makes the lipstick more sheer and not as like high concentrated and like pigmented on your lips. So that's what I do, and I've been loving the ones from Beauty Counter. This one's in shade Lily, and it's a Sheer Genius conditioning lipstick, so it's actually pretty dewy to begin with. So when you put it on, I'll show you. It kind of looks like it just gives your lip balm a color. And I really like it. This is a really good combo. I don't use lip liner. I never really have. Maybe I will one day. I used to a few months ago, but I feel like I look funny, so I just stopped using it. But yeah, this is my little combo. Again, everything will be linked, the shades, whatnot, down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like the products, and if you try anything out, definitely let me know. But yeah, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe down below. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye.